Welcome, Chosen One.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Playing some Gwent. I just did my exclusive Way of the Witcher card reveal before recording this, so if you haven't checked that out, go do it. It's a great card. I love it. And now I'm just riding the high of that, and also I'm all juiced up on breakfast, so let's play some dirty Nilfgaard, huh? Now, yes, you may think that I got sick and tired of Nilfgaard after yesterday's video. I got sick of playing against Lockdown, but just playing some greedy Enslave bullshit on my own, that's fine. This deck I found on playgwent.com. It was made by Prake. I'm gonna assume Prake, you know, because I do speak English here, and that's how that would sound. Prake. Prake, whatever your name is. If you're watching this, do let us know. But it's an Enslave 5, just a bunch of good stuff. Devotion, so we can play Amnesty for as much value as possible. Fire Scorpions and Hefty Helga to line up stuff like Amnesty and also Coup de Grace on usually non-spy units. We have Roderick, but beyond that, we just have to set it up. So this is going to be one of those decks where we use Coup de Grace, not just to replay our spies, but to actually play our opponent's cards, which I am kind of interested in. It's not an Assimilate deck, though, as you can obviously tell. But we have like some of these greedy bastards here: Damien de la Tour, Stefan Skellen, Letho Kingslayer, can become either one of those or Hefty Helga. Now these cards are cards that, I mean, longtime viewers will know, I don't really play these cards. Not because I'm against them or anything. Far from it. I mean, usually I can't afford them because, you know, my Assimilate decks, they already have a top end. But, I don't know, like, they were heavily overplayed for a time. I got sick of them, and then people stopped playing them, and I just assumed they're bad. But I mean, you know, the fact of the matter is, if you get their effects off, they're great. If not, well, that sucks. At least you tried. So yes, it is Enslave 5, so we can fit in Yennefer's Invocation. Otherwise, we do have plenty of tactics that will work well with our Venedal Elite. Artorias Vigo to thin out the brigades. Just make sure you play a soldier first. Either an Elite or Menno are good round 1 soldiers to commit. Our other soldiers are Damien and, you know, Fion, which you kind of don't want to commit in round 1 unless you're being really pressured into it and you really need to win. But, I mean, getting Menno or at least one Venedal Elite shouldn't be too big of an issue. But I could be wrong. Anyway. Yeah. Just, very standard looking Nilfgaard devotion list, but you know, any Nilfgaard list that isn't Poison, Masquerade Ball, I am down to try. Not because I hate Poison. I obviously used to, and I'm still skeptical. But like, I don't judge people for playing Masquerade Ball and Poison and stuff anymore. I've done it myself, and you know, it was fine. But it's less interesting, because it's like, oh, Nilfgaard is only good if you play Masquerade Ball. It's the only way to possibly win with Nilfgaard. So it's always nice when people are having success with non-Masquerade Ball decks. Just because, great, something else works. But without further ado, let us just skip to the gameplay, because matchmaking, oh my god. Never mind. No editing for you. And thank God, not a Nilfgaard mirror match. Not that I mind Nilfgaard mirror matches, it's just, you know, if you saw yesterday's video, you will know why I'm thrilled to not play against Nilfgaard right now. Well, what is a control deck? It's gonna make a lot of our cards very hard to stick. It's gonna make our pingy boys very useless. But we have an Elite. Let's not do double amnesty. I don't want to draw into the people. The brigades. How many tactics? 2, 3, 4 tactics. Well, he plays for 8. That's pretty good.
The only good one is a dead one.
I'm so tempted. But it's not a good card for me to get. I'll just have to dump it or mulligan it. I can't have him having that running all around. I just can't. Now that is technically something that I could amnesty if this survives somehow. I mean, he's more on the hand buff, so maybe he doesn't remove everything I play. Oh god, he didn't. Okay. Well, let's get to work. I'm gonna do that just so, like, if nothing else, I can tourney joust and kill it, or I can assassination kill it. Okay. That's a... Oh god, no. You know what? I'm glad you killed it. Wow, all it was. All it did was boost Roderick. I didn't even notice I had him. Oof, it's just hand buff stuff. I don't understand. Hail Cancer, yes, that's the best Nilfgaard slogan. I know that's not what he says. I know. This is just silly. I think we're gonna get Novigradian Justice like real soon. So I'm gonna thin out my dudes. I mean, Dunka is still a 7-point card. And we do win on even. Ooh. I mean, if I can stick my cards, then of course I win a long round. But if I can't, then what? She's also gonna kind of make Roderick worse. I guess I can keep her. I guess. Like, it's such a slow play, like I can't play it and then pass. Wait. Yeah, he goes down to 6, yes. We went deep enough that I can get card advantage here. Which I really want, so. I'm not sure how good my control is going to be here. Like, he's going to play units. There's going to be some units, and that's great. Honestly, that's perfect. As long as he plays some units. Okay, but I want all my greed. Please, all of my greed. No? Yes. Hopefully, yes. And Roderick will give us Damien. I mean, I wouldn't mind. Okay, Roderick gets us Menno, which can get us... I mean, just a tactic. It's good. It's pretty good. Although now I can get rid of this. Yeah. I don't have to play her. It's pretty good. Yes. Oh, he's just going for the big skags. No, that's gonna kill Fion. It's gonna kill Fion pretty hard. But at least it kills Fion, right? Problem is he has pings for my Helgas too. So I would need to... Just a heat wave. Okay. I'd rather get Stefan killed, I think, than this. I mean, maybe I didn't have to play into anything getting killed. He even plays Alcer's Thunder, that son of a... Okay. We're entering the fun part. The hilarious part. Where Hefty Helga gets pinged and killed. And if I can't stick Damien, then I don't have any Letho target. Yes, you having fun there, buddy? I absolutely hate this. Like, Nilfgaard is so far from being the most disgusting faction. Scoia'tael took that mantle a long, long time ago. Oh my god. Do I just Menno for an amnesty? And just steal his dwarf? But I have to give him 3 points to do it.
Push on! No mercy!
I'm gonna keep this, because if I get nothing else, at least I can coup de grace him and get 7 points from Danke. At the very least. Really? Is it just like a no unit kind of deal? You got a lot of dwarfs there, sir? I don't know. I just really have to survive. For just a little bit. Bribery? No. Excuse me. What I meant to say was no. I mean, with card advantage and last say, like, I can stick one Damien for sure, but then I can't Letho it. I just have to hope that if his last card is not removal for Damien, then we can do double Damien. No problem. Alright, what do we get? That's decent. That's very decent. Yeah, we just gotta hope that like his last card is gored. Yes, we gotta hope that his last card is gored. I don't think my seizes are gonna be that valuable. But we can see. We can hope. Yes, good for you. This assassination is not looking very good.
Kill the dog diddlers!
Mere, Kispar in me.
This is pretty terrible. Pretty terrible. We just gotta hope. Yeah, I can't seize that now. We gotta hope the Damien sticks. I mean, he has 1 ping. And 2 damage. Oh no. Well, that's he even killed my C's. That son of a bitch. I mean, I had what, 8, 5? That was disgusting. I hope I never see that again. Oh no, you don't. You don't get a GG. If you ruin the video, you're not getting a GG. Like, decks like that are only fun when I win. Don't judge me. You know exactly how I feel. Oh no.
Resistance shall not be tolerated.
Oh, I mean that means nothing. That means it's warriors with reckless flurry. It means nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, I want them through Vigo. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's pretty good. We may thin the dudes. Do I start with this? Don't think I do. I don't think it's that important. I mean, how is it not just warriors with reckless flurry? It's warriors with the worst leader. That's all that it is. Yes, no. No, honey. No ships. Siege engines, yes. Yes. Ships, no. Herkia.
To arms! The foe is nigh!
I'm ready. Scorch me, bro. I would be so amazed. I mean, it's a devotion deck, right? There's no way it's anything but a devotion deck, but if he scorches me, that's hilarious. I can tourney joust and kill it. Or I can just get an assassination and then save the ping to set up Herkia for an amnesty. I think I'd rather do that. I'm gonna assume this is safe, and I'm not gonna show him exactly what I'm doing. If I ping that now, he knows. And then he spends the order, and it's suddenly not that valuable anymore.
Will you die already? Or need I kill you again?
I think that probably does it. I mean, I should have seized the greatsword, right? I mean, it may not matter, but I probably should. Okay, he seems insistent on still existing. I think this is probably the least committal I can do. We're pushing for round 1, and then we're just gonna try to go for 2-0, because in round 2 he can't Skjordal my Damien, right? And in the case that it fails and we lose, there's always round 3. Okay, so we do take the first round. We're a card down, but I have been able to pull off this maneuver before, a card down. So let's just hope that we get some good cards. Yeah, if this is gonna work, I'm gonna need a soldier. And I do know of a few that I could get. That's not good. Oh, I don't quite have the cards that I want for this. I'm obviously going to have to go for the defender and hope he doesn't have Morkvarg. And then we coup de grace, and we hope to get Damien or Hefty Helga. Stefan works, but he has to go in ranged. He can get killed. Actually, we will get one of them. Okay, that's good. That's perfect. Morkvarg slays this. Hjalmar leaves it at 1. Raid of Clans just does very little. Does very little.
Look closely, kiddos, on thy courageous mother.
Alright. So here we go. Going with Damien. Now these are both soldiers. I am gonna need to be able to put some damage on the board because I can't seize that 6. If I get him to commit Herald, I can steal that. I can steal a greatsword. Oh no. Oh, of course. Well, now we're screwed. I should have thought of that. That was my fault. I should have thought of that. He set it up too. He set it up. But now I have no target for this. I have no soldiers for this. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. I think that's just a loss. I mean, you know, he heralds, but he can't herald the greatsword, and we seize the herald so he doesn't get all the insane value from it. So that's good. We got his leader out, but we're still a card down. But I mean, I needed some of these cards here. don't want to brick these. They wouldn't be entirely bricked, but not good. Really, really not good. Just a great sword. I do have a warrior, like if I get Harold. There he is. Oh, and he got the one that really is gonna boost that greatsword. Well, I'm obviously taking this. And I think I gotta do this while I can. I'm not sure how long my boy will live here. This just gets Giga Scorpioned. It's just four power and a shield. It doesn't do enough anymore. Wait, your devotion, you don't... Why take the one? Please, God. I mean, that could have at least been a 3-point play, but you made it a 2-point play. Aren't you devotion? You don't even need the death blow. Even if you thought you had a warrior, you don't need the death blow. It's a devotion deck. There was no need for any of that. Really? Really? Yeah, that's what you get for spending your leader, boy. I don't care. I don't mind. We're still good. When I have 4 damage, I play this. I have 8. And I kill, presumably, his win con. What is going on here, Skellige Warriors player? He had two of them set up. I couldn't deal with both. Yeah, you can kill Harold. See what we get. We can get a greatsword of our own. We can definitely get him to work. He's up to 6. Our opponent obviously does not have Giga Scorpion Decoction. A Hemdall. Okay. This should not have gone this well. All right. I may yet lose, although he does need 12 points to win. And doesn't have it. This should not have gone that well. That. Why did he hit the one with the War of Clans? It just it doesn't make any sense. Why? Why do that? And why play Skellige Warriors if you're gonna let a Hefty Helga survive round 3? Why? You obviously don't have your priorities straight. Oh.
Up and at 'em, you lazy bastards! You'll sleep when you're dead.
Now we get to see how it's supposed to be done. Although this is probably... I mean, there are Ursine Ritual warrior decks, but it's probably Lippy Cerys. You know what? If it is, I'm gonna round 1 seize that Cerys. Don't even need my leader. That's how much of a baller I am. We're not gonna need all this removal, I think. We're not gonna really need him either, but okay.
You shan't get free!
I could go for a quick kill on that. Although, let us not do that. Don't give me hope. And then there's that. There's always a Knickers or a Roach. Like, I see shit like this and it's like, oh, Lippy Cerys players would never be cool enough to put veterans in their deck. But then there's a Knickers. Why is there a Knickers? Well, there's only one good reason, and that reason, my friends... Ah, that's right. That reason is Lippy. Yeah.
What? This? Scratch.
Yeah. What the hell are they doing in there? I've been really unfortunate. Like, the last 4 places I've lived, I've had like the worst, noisiest neighbors that you could possibly think of. And obviously to someone with as bad of a sound aversion as I have, that's not a good thing. I've not been able to be comfortable in my own home for like 4 years. Nah, 3 years. 3 years. And there she is. God, I honestly wish I had double amnesty, dude. So I could see something else here. Jesus Christ. Take a goddamn chill pill, you son of a bitch. Come on, take a cheeky pass. I know you won't, but I'd love it if you did. I mean, I can't, right? I can't. I can drop Stefan and then try to seize another one.
What do you need me to?
Let's assume that I can. Oh, that's a heat wave. Okay. Well, we're officially done. We took Cerys at least. That's 8 points off of their finisher. So that's good. I really do wish that I had my second amnesty and that I could get a third amnesty with Stefan. That would have been great, but obviously it's not gonna happen. Ugh. I mean, in case of a Vilkarl, right? This card is not doing me any favors right now. Yeah, he is just going for a bleed. Because he knows what he wants in terms of rounds, that's for sure. If I can punish the bleed, then we're good. He probably has more, but I mean, if he can proc this once, that doesn't matter. That's not too bad. Don't have a discard tempo, please. And he did. Yeah, I'm just thinking about the stuff that I have to commit to stay ahead here. It's gonna have to be that. I mean, as soon as he drops like Lippy tempo, then any chance of punishing the bleed are gone. Very, very gone. If he's the Vilkarl type of Ursan ritual, then that's a great invocation target. If it's the Blue Boy Lugos version, we have armor. Maybe I shouldn't have played this. I think I needed the points. They don't have a lot of removal. I mean, he is going to get back his heat wave. That's Lippy. No, just a priest. Just a priest. So, you know, that's points. That's points. Now, this is when I want that thing. I'm so tempted to seize it, but it's so committal. I mean, it could help. I think I'm gonna do it. Okay. I don't hate it. In fact, I do love it. I think we can consider that bleed punished. Yes. Now, just assuming that, you know, hoping that he doesn't have a bunch of removal, we actually have quite a few good cards we can draw into, and we have card advantage. Like, and he lost 8 points off his finisher. We could still do this. There's Damien. Anything's better than this. That's fine. As long as we can stick him. He's the soldier, right? He's the soldier for this. And we play him last. Well, not last. Second to last, unless Hefty Helga gets killed, in which case we have to go for last. But he doesn't have Heatwave yet. He doesn't have Heatwave back yet. Giga Scorpion is very likely, but I mean that would have been an immediate. He would have immediately pulled the trigger on that, right? Oof, I mean, I don't have that many tactics. I have 2 tactics, but I am gonna need enough pings if I'm gonna be able to set up a good coup de grace. double Damien. But then I have to, you know, stick Damien. If I play all this out and then try to stick greedy Damien into Letho and he gets killed, I can save one tactic, but I also can't play brigades until then. It's not gonna be a good coup de grace in this either. Oh God. I mean, he just a Neuromancies. He just a Neuromancies into Heatwave. And then these are bricked. This is bad. Yeah. I shouldn't have played. I panicked. I don't think clearly when I play against this deck because it's so rubbish. Rubbish. What am I, British? I mean, you have a Neuromancy. I know you do. He didn't play it. He didn't play the second Neuromancy. No. I mean, a Neuromancy isn't a bad trade, provision-wise there, but it's still... We needed that. We really did. Now we... Oh, these damn brigades. It should have been hunting pack. It's so much more likely to get statuses on shit. Like, everyone has statuses. Status. And you can just play Roderick, right? And then you have it. You have a spy. Oh, please, yes. But, I mean, if you're Neuromancy for Heatwave, you know, he's not getting Shield Maidens. Because Royal Decree is in the deck. Because he Lippied this round. I mean, maybe he just closed the app, like... He doesn't have Cerys, his Shield Maidens are in the deck, Royal Decree is in the deck, and Neuromancy is spent. I have a good point set up. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if he just legitimately disconnected or if he just saw that he couldn't deal. All right.
Resistance shall not be tolerated.
It was about time. Lockdown. Well, Damien still works against lockdown. It's not like that's a problem. I don't want any of you. Oh, this hand is too much. This hand is too much. I'm gonna ditch you and get a tactic. Nope. Good. Tactics are for pussies anyway. I know, I know. Magna Division. What golds could I possibly get? Some good ones. I'll just do it. I don't care. Okay, I was hoping for a Vigo.
I'm but a simple loyal soldier.
Good. I can coup de grace and get Vigo. Alright, Vikster. Come to daddy. Nope. Yeah, I didn't need you anyway. I do have an amnesty here. I'll just take that. And honestly, I'm content. Now you're just rubbing it in. I mean, can he take it in one? No. And that's really all I care about. Right? Because now we're getting a pass. We're getting a long round. I mean, he got some free dumps. That's fine. But I just need to stick my cards. I mean, it's obviously Masquerade Ball, right? Like, what can I do? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. What is my dump here? I don't have one. Oh god. My hand is too good. Unless he... Oh, if he dumps Arbalest. If he has another Arbalest that he will give me, I'll take it. A soldier I can amnesty. Okay. No, fine. Fine, I didn't need it anyway. But I need all the cards here. I mean, he's the least useful? Not necessarily, though. Not necessarily. Oh, God. I know, I know. But I do have all the cards I want, pretty much. So I don't really need to draw or thin. We're good. You know, I guess I just want a tactic, right? Tourney Joust? Will I settle for a Tourney Joust? Or would I like an Assassination? Or a Fire Scorpion? That works too. That's fine. 1, 2, 3. Okay, not that many tactics, arguably, I'll admit. But it's enough. It's more than enough. More than enough. Okay, how quickly do you get killed? We're talking really quick here. It's not even funny. But a man's got to try. A man's got to try. Invocation. Yep. Well. Tourney Joust? No, Vincent. Okay. Desperately running out of Letho targets, so that would be a great coup de grace if I can just get one ping on it. I would like that very much. Well, he didn't Tourney Joust Hefty Helga, so I don't think he'll Tourney Joust this. It may live. No, that's way too optimistic. Stop thinking like that. It won't. It won't. It will? Oh god. No, no, it won't. It won't. What's this? Ramon into Imperial Enforcer. The math really checks out for him here. Unless he doesn't play the Enforcer right away. There's Fion. Why is this not a tactic? I really do wonder. I could spend a turn to copy it. Do I protect this and Stefan? Or do I protect Damien? I'm gonna go with this. I don't like it a whole lot, but I will do it. Let's see, my last tactic was now battle perp. No, wait, no, I didn't play that. It was assassination.
What do you need me to do?
Oh, he's saving them. Well, if I do this, and I do this, and then I can ping and amnesty this, then we're looking okay. I may not get a coup de grace. Yeah, I don't think I will. What's he gonna play with the status besides, you know, the defender that I had to kill before I could get this? Brathionas?
Now you see me. Now you go.
Well, see, now we have a problem. Because I want to get that. No. I think I'll do it like this, and then try to stick Damien, and then, you know, use whatever pings I may have. Oh god. Well, he spent this, but he still has Joachim, right? So Damien gets poisoned. Good. Good. I wouldn't want it any other way. Okay. So Damien lives.
Wash this blood from my hands.
Feeling a bit peckish.
Damien lives. And I can ping coup de grace, kill usurper,
Gentlemen have their vices.
ping seize. Come on. And, you know, it's not enough because he's gonna get poisoned. All of that. And it wasn't enough. It's the scenarios are overtuned. Like, I don't care if it costs 15 provisions. Like, they're... Nobody likes them. Nobody likes scenarios. Like, there's no downside to them anymore with Heatwave being the cheapest way to deal. And it doesn't... I mean, it doesn't trade up. It's just, okay. Lol. Lol, I got your heat wave. Nobody cares. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. A couple of losses in this one, but you know what? We gotta have those videos every now and then, just so people can't accuse me of only showing games when I'm winning. It's just, with the metas we've been having, games where I lose are not interesting. They're just not interesting. Like the first match in this video, not interesting. If I'd won, at least, you know, hey, we beat this crap. It's satisfying. Underdog story. Woo! But, you know, the second match we did win. Because, you know, luck was on our side. Or rather, it was not on our opponent's side. And the last match, you know, I'm pretty proud of that final turn of mine. I think it was a very satisfying turn. I have to learn to not give up round one. Like, I see, oh, I can pass and my opponent is going to have to play at least 2 cards. Yes, that was very true. But, I mean, I thought I wanted a long round. But, I mean, against Masquerade Ball, can you really want a long round? No. You want to bleed out the Masquerade Ball. Because that's how scenarios work. You know, it's not enough to heat wave them. Not that I did it. Not that I could do it. I mean, depending on which card in my hand had been a heat wave instead, maybe a heat wave could have saved me. But I think I got decent value from my cards. Yeah, like I'm really proud of that final play of mine, but I mean, against the scenario, like how much was his scenario worth? Like the Thirsty Dame got boosted by at least 5. At least 6 actually, so she was at least 10. And the 2 Fangs of the Empire brings it up to 18. Plus he killed my Damien, so 23 points. And that was, you know, that wasn't even a good round for it. Like having to poison a 5, they're usually able to go way beyond that. And usually they're able to stick that scenario earlier and just get more value from the Thirsty Dame. So yeah, 23 points. And yeah, that was on a bad day. I know I'm not the only one who thinks that scenarios are just a bit overtuned. Like they were designed when Bomb Heaver was still artifact removal. And I mean, it speaks for itself. Despite everyone having Bomb Heaver in their deck, scenarios still saw a lot of play because they're just so good. And now the Bomb Heaver was changed, and the cheapest way to remove them is a 10 provision special that doesn't even put points on the opponent's board. The person who plays it's their board. Like, there's just no downside to scenarios anymore. There's just not. Like, if I had heat waved his scenario, if I'd had heat wave and I'd taken that Masquerade Ball, you know, I would have. You know, he would have played a 15 provision card, which would have immediately given him a Thirsty Dame. That's a 5 provision card, and it's a good one. It's a good 5 provision card. So I spent 10 provisions to remove the rest of his scenario. So yes, my 10 destroys his 15, but he has a good 5 provision unit left over, which did reach, you know, at least 10 points of value there. Of course, I could have removed it, but then it's like, you know, you can't remove it right away because you got a heat wave first, and then they get it buffed. Yeah. It's just, I mean, I just think it speaks for itself. The fact that they saw so much play even when Bomb Heaver existed the way it did back in the day. Like that speaks for itself. So, like 2 of them got a 1 provision nerf. But like Gedinath, Haunt were unchanged. Passiflora did get you know, the chapter 1 and 2 flipped, which does actually affect the card. So that one got nerfed too. But yeah, 3 got slightly nerfed, 3 were untouched, and they're all just annoying. They're all it's too much. It's too much. Like conceptually, I think it's a nice approach to artifacts, like them getting value through units that you can't interact with. And they have the downside of like they can be bled out of you, and when you're forced to play them, they play for 4 points. So your opponent can easily bleed them out and still get to pass and you know, get their card back or get card advantage if they want uneven. So I mean, they do have a significant downside. It's just obviously I didn't play into that downside. I probably should. It's just I don't like that you can never take a cocky pass in round 1 and make your opponent go at least 2 cards down so that they can't really bleed you. You can't do that anymore. Like bleeding is everything. And then it's just about who is the happiest about not having to be bled. In this case, it was my opponent, obviously. And so for them, it was a good deal. I mean, I guess I'm glad I didn't get bled either, but I don't think I was any danger. I don't think I was in any danger of getting my ass bled. Anyway, sorry for the rant. It's just scenarios are still kind of upsetting to me just because, you know, reasons that I already said. But I generally don't mind Poison Nilfgaard. I really don't. I like the combination with spies. You know, making it more of a status Nilfgaard type of deal. I mean, that's what I played not too long ago, and I like that. I do like that, and I don't mind poison being part of that. You know, poison has been knocked down a few pegs, and you know, people are definitely getting more aware of poison and, you know, how to deal with it. So it's not that bad. It's just scenarios as a whole. I don't like losing to them just because they're overstated. So overtuned. But anyway, that's enough of that. Thank you for watching. I think that, you know, this deck is fine. I'm not a fan of Letho Kingslayer, just in general. And I think actually I've said that before, like way back. Someone suggested Letho Kingslayer for one of my decks, and I just told them I'm not a fan of that card. It's a cool effect. It's definitely a cool effect, and it's not that I think it's OP or anything. Far from it. It's just the cards you want to copy with it are cards that, especially in a removal meta like this, will get removed before you even have a chance. And I mean, that's the whole point of this deck, right? Like, you play Elder Bears, you play Letho, you play Hefty Helga. Like, you go greedy, and if you stick your stuff, you can win. You can, you know, things can escalate quite quickly. But then, you know, you play Helga, it gets killed. What do you do? There's not much you can do. So, yeah, like, there's a reason I don't usually play any of these cards, because they're not cards I like to play. Not because I think they're bad designs, not because I think they're, you know, oppressive. Like I don't play Kahir because I think the card is stupid, and I don't want those automatic wins against certain decks just because it's really dumb. But what, you know, with all the cards in this deck, or the top end cards, it's nothing like that. It's just greedy single-use order effects. It's just, that's not where I'm at. I like my I like my expensive cards to just pack more of a punch more consistently. You know, not as much as, you know, some of the evolving cards. I think some of them may be a little bit overstated as well. You know, but I still wanted to pack a little bit of a punch. And you know, order effects, single-use order effects. I like them on cheaper bronzes. You know, Eternian Mauler, order, damage a unit by 2. It's so simple, so clean. But if he gets killed, it's not like, oh goddamn, my strategy just went down the drain. Maybe, in some cases that may actually be true though. But yeah, like that. Those are just my thoughts. I don't think they're bad cards. I don't think they're bad designed cards. They're just, you know, not the type of cards that I personally like to implement in my playstyle. So don't expect more of it soon, but you know, it was nice to try it. And we definitely got some fun stuff going from it. I've been rambling for way too long. But hey, only 5 days left of the season. I'm going to try to put this into a cohesive video and not just a jumbly mess that I feel it is right now, but that's alright. We had some fun. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you again soon for something that is not Stefan Skellen or Damien Delator or Lethal Kingslayer. Anything but that. Until then, have a good one.